the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. Clouds are yet to open. I suspect that they will pretty shortly when the rain comes. We are warned to expect plenty of rain. One glance, Andrew Merrigan. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it have to be a occasion. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape running. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I mentioned.
So off we go then. Looking for options. Take one through here. And he's there to cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. This is gone, that's a foul. Loose, he's getting there. He's got away, and the ball's come out. And the counter is on. He's found his man. He's left his man. Can he put it away? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Plays it long. It's a decent ball. Chance to shot a goal!
Oh, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Aim low and direct. No goals as yet. On the back foot. Going through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. In comes the delivery. He just whacks it away. It's the through ball.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Here we go again then.
At least there's always a plus side to the scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Brushed off the ball there. Dinks one in. Has a swing at it! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Towards the hour mark and still no goals. It's still anyone's game, 0-0. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. To the goalkeeper. He's left his man. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Drilled in low. Loose. Oh, great, he's gone for it. That is wayward.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Change now with the ball out of play. Has to be more accurate. Losing in the last quarter of an hour. Time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easy.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So we have a breakthrough.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. When the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
Here it comes. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager is...
Well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. strong for his opponent. Just 5 minutes left. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Stitch defending, but that'll do.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There is the final whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here. And the match that follows ought to follow suit. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it like for the occasion. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I mentioned.
And that gets things running.
With little threat, if any, for the keeper.
He's got away. He's left his man. Out to the left it goes. Into the middle. Stitch defending, but that'll do. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. One straight back. Takes it out to the wing. Oh, and it! It's broken loose. In comes. That's it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out. To restore, 0-0 it remains.
Whistle's gone, that for offside? Yes, it is.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Nicely measured pass. Could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
And that was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Whacks it away. Needs to get it forward quickly. So who could spark this game into life? Aimed low and direct. Coming up for a throw-in. Whistle goes. So the other team has broken through. It's certainly for the want of trying. Interesting game up to now. Still goals. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Unspectacular but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Second half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. We're already into the second period. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? He's got away. It's a loose ball. Shaw goes for goal. It's in. The breakthrough arrives at last. What about that, Jim Baker?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
be a change.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Forward it goes. Right through the middle.
They're not going to make any further progress now.
That's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Over to the left.
Looks to thread it through. Going through. Still comes hammering header. Challenge, stood up well against this man. Good ball. And a shot! Good job, reversing for now.
Throw it. We've got changes here, on both sides in fact.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
It's going to be another throw. Looking for space out wide, and the counter is on.
Keep down and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Striding forward, facing goal.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Real chance to break. And the ball's come out. He's got away. Looking to shoot. And with that, the final whistle. That does not help. Interpret the performance as you will. The key truth is that they lost. I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right to score. At least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. We've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You see the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing around the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it have to be occasion.
So it's away we go then. He's spotted the run and played it through. Looking to shoot! Shoots! He's hit it first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Made certain that won't get through.
Tried to play it through. Yeah, the idea is right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And the shot! That is wayward.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Very well to intervene. Gets on field.
Eight low and direct. Looking to break out here. Has he picked him out? Sure, he's gone for it! It's in! There is the breakthrough!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really coming forward in numbers too. It was all very well played.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's played it through. Going through. Battles to win it back. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. A great ball. It's a promising ball. He's got away. He's left his man. Clearance very necessary
it was coming.
That's a yellow card. There's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Another cross. And out to safety. He's got away with one there. It's got loose. Forward it goes.
Hardly anything between the sides. The score is 1-0.
Out towards the flank. Half-time. There we are. They go for half-time. We've did indeed come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Cagey game here. It's had its moments, but it's 1-0 at the break.
The game has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it. We'll see.
Aim long and direct. Shapes the shoots. Knocks it away. It is over the line. Gets into some space. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Real chance to break. Still just a single goal between the sides. Tries to get it forward quickly. All through needs to be good here. Away from immediate danger.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
No, it's just about the same here, isn't it, Jim?
It just has to be done.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attacking,
This is gone, that's a foul.
It's been leave it clear. Looks to clip it forward. And it's hoisted clear. Really wasn't very much in that. Far away from being a telling final ball.
look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now the counter. Laid back in. And now the finish. It's one! Oh, that should have been two.
He's definitely got the side of the game. That's really good position. They could have doubled their lead there.
a change now with the ball out of play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded.
Great lead! That would have been game-setting match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Looks like he's in need of protection here.
Well, he's the spearhead to the attack, and they need to blunt his chances.
It's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Peter, they play the high line well, but it's always vulnerable to placing behind.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Looking for space out wide. Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Oh, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's really a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Time added on will be 2 minutes. There is the final whistle. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end parity. A really good game to watch. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, hello, and a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and really rather inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both camps have apparently been undeterred. We have a super turnout here, the atmosphere is bubbling, and despite all of the adverse conditions, the game, I'm glad to report, will be kicking off on time. We have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
We're underway. And back to base. Either side really getting hold of the ball, looking to force his way through. Battles to win it back. And the counter is on. And that's been lever clear. Forward it goes. Over to the left. Going through. It's got through. With the leak, it needed better contact. Right through the middle. There's a hit!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Goes long. Getting the better of his opposite number. Surely. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Shuffled a few feathers. Well dealt with. It's being played forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. It's cut loose.
Loose ball. He's found his man. Real chance to break. They can break here. That's offside. Yes, it is.
Oh, we're talking fractions.
Good interception. There's the half-time whistle. So there you have it. Close fought half of football, but it still had its moments. And ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Goal. That has been the crucial difference. Into some space, in into the middle. That's been repelled. One straight back. It's good distance on it. That's one way to annoy his teammates. Space and looking for options. And he's onside. Tries to get some up for a header. Oh, she's needed a better contact.
I have to commend the replay, but I have to condemn the defender. They've got to stop the cross.
That's not going to make it.
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
The shot's on! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
changes here, from both sides in fact. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
Try cutting inside here. He's got away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. They're protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that much, is he?
Going for goal! And it's hoisted clear. Danger averted for now. Played into the middle. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Stitch defending, but that'll do. That's a throw. Chance to play it in. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. He has shown him a yellow card. There's a making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. He just whacks it away. That's been levered clear. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Going for goal! Just do it! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So we have a breakthrough.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
The time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box. If it means a long confidence, they've got to give themselves a chance. Needs a quality cross. Steered, towering header. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful yellow sunshine. These are conditions for the beautiful game. At least that is how it should be. The backdrop could not be any more idyllic. The players are with us now. The crowd is in good number and in shirt sleeve order. It's lovely to be able to breathe fresh air without having to wrap oneself up to the gills, and simply to turn up and to enjoy a match that matters to so many. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2. Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setting. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure. There's the whistle, and here we go. Forward it goes. He's got away. It's offside. Yes,
It doesn't take much sometimes, Peter. He has to adjust a little mistimed run.
got through. Going through. Is it in? They score! The breakthrough strike.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway. Such a well-worked finish too.
Lead established.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0.
Plays it long, and he's onside. Lovely bit of skill.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He just whacks it away.
Dinks one in. Clears it out of harm's way.
Needs to clip it forward. But that has been clubbed away. He's left his man. Shoots! It's in! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively he was square, he didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's a promising ball. It's out for a goal kick.
Played into space out wide. Chance to break. Cut out in the nick of time. Coming into half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Back into the middle. That's been levered clear.
It was very much in far away from being a telling final goal.
That was just poor decision making and the weakness.
They put it away! They are rampant! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. Cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're just settling back into this second half. That's a foul. That's going to be a booking. They're protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Goes for goal!
And that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Brings it out wide. Now, can he capitalise? The shot's on! Trying to get there. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Has to get it forward quickly. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header. And if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met. It really was.
Question now as to who is in control. A buccaneering run from the defender. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. In low and direct. Dashing forward at pace. The substitutions will be coming up. Big chance! Goal! Just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Forward it goes. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
His anticipation is good, Peter, but his timing isn't. He read the situation and then went and spoiled it.
in defence like that.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
And here's the chance to counter.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
It's loose, who's getting there? Tinkling through here. Who's going to get there? Will be the final act. Great defense in football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of the match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.